What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do some of these breakdown videos as the NBA season goes on this year. Hopefully, we can get a few out, maybe a couple a week. But just wanted to start off and talk a little bit about the Lakers Nuggets game from opening night, and talk about some actions that came in, some fun little plays, and do a little breakdown here. So let's just get started here. First play of the game, chin action from the Lakers. First play of the season. Davis comes and sets the chin screen here for Austin Reeves. He cuts to the rim there. D'Lo then uses the AD screen, goes left. Obviously, that's his strong hand. And they end up having to have Jokic come out and show here, playing this little hard hedge while KCP recovers. The AD has all this space in the world with a little Jamal Murray on him, and it's just an easy find for D'Lo once he can turn the corner a little bit. A little lob and a pass and a dunk for the Lakers. Good start for them. Next play here. I don't think there's anything better here in this possession than AD being able to defend the rim against Jokic, and then LeBron just running down the court and just finishing. Next play here is Aaron Gordon with the ball. He lobs it up to Jokic. Kind of a bad pass. Reeves actually does a good job of being able to be in help. KCP obviously right now is wide open, but I think against anybody else, this is probably a turnover. Jokic ends up tapping it to himself, actually holds on to the ball. There's KCP wide open in the corner, but Jokic just decides to go over Taurean Prince, the little guy, and just flips it up and in. Again, very, very good play by Jokic, getting the Nuggets some points. Next play right here is AD trying to hit the backdoor cut of Roy Hachimura. And Aaron Gordon just plays very, very good defense. Gordon ends up leading the break here, and the Lakers just don't get matched up, right? AD's kind of jogging back a little bit here. It's not really isn't really fully committed to stopping the ball, and it ends up being that Vincent has to kind of play in this gap and plug up the middle a little bit, which allows KCP to just run over to the corner and spot up. Reeves is a little slow on his rotation, but I don't really blame Reeves in this case just because I think AD's got to stop the ball first. Vincent can then get out to the corner and they've shut down the transition. Instead, it becomes this play where Gordon gets a free lane to the middle, gets into the middle third of the court in transition, which is so dangerous. And then it's just a spot up three for one of the best spot up three shooters for this Nuggets team. Next play here is Jokic just being, again, one of these great passers. It looks like there's some confusion as far as the matchup. And everybody getting matched up on their man here early. We should have AD on Jokic. We should have Hachimura or Prince. It doesn't really look like it's clear between them. You can see a little bit of confusion here, right? Prince doesn't know where he's at. Hachimura is like, I got Aaron Gordon. Vincent's over with KCP. And then, you got over here MPJ on the wing. But nobody's in between their man and the basket here for Reggie Jackson. And it ends up just being an easy layup. Jokic just dribbles in. Taurean Prince gets there, but Jokic has the mind to be able to just lead Reggie Jackson to the basket. Ends up going right up and over him for an easy layup. We don't see the full defensive possession here for the Nuggets, but they scramble, right? Ball comes over here to Gabe Vincent. We end up getting, I believe it's Peyton Watson, getting over, shutting down the drive, making sure to attack, or I should say defend, and close out very, very well. Vincent then passes it over to D'Lo, and Russell actually gets past Murray pretty good, but the stunt by Najee is actually the difference here for the Nuggets. It allows them to catch up a little bit after D'Lo mishandles the ball. Christian Brown is able to help off of Cam Reddish, and Peyton Watson actually recovers so well. Jumps up and rejects D'Angelo Russell. Just a great defensive play there for the Nuggets and a young Peyton Watson. Got to be a little bit more disciplined here if you're the Lakers. D'Lo absolutely gets blown by Murray. Vincent's gap help is okay, but he actually doesn't slow down Murray at all. He still gets to the nail. At this point, Reddish comes over to help, and Jamal probably could have had maybe this little dump-off pass to Watson, but it ends up finding Najee in the corner, and it's just a penetrate pass kind of a play where Murray gets into the paint, passes over to Najee. Najee makes the one more pass. Reggie gets D'Lo back up in the air, and it's a wide open shot to end the quarter. We'll call this next play vintage LeBron, right? And it's similar to that play we had earlier where AD plays great defense on Jokic, gets the block. Here, Najee throws up a really crazy shot. It ends up being a transition opportunity for the Lakers, and LeBron takes full advantage. Nuggets don't really get matched up here correctly. you can actually see that Jamal Murray looks over and tries to identify Cam Reddish and follows him. And KCP is a little bit in no man's land here. And it ends up being a free lane where he doesn't stop the ball. LeBron picks up 1-2, finishes with the left hand. Just a tremendous job by LeBron there. All right, so this is the best part of the game. And the one thing that really stuck out to me is that the Nuggets kind of run the same little action towards the end of the game. You can call this a lot of different things. We've heard it called split action, something the Warriors did a lot, have done and continue to do a lot. Or it's kind of one of these, away screens into a DHO off the elbow action. So they get Jokic set up here on the elbow. Screen is set by Murray. KCP rolls over and tries to get into the lane and cuts into it. Both go with KCP, but D'Lo ends up going with the ball, or I should say going with KCP and doesn't follow the ball. Easy pass for Jokic to be able to get over to Murray, and he drains the three. Same action again here. We have Jokic. We're not getting it from the full play, but Jokic actually comes down the lane line and sets this little pin down, or what's considered to be roughly a stack action where you get a screen and then you usually can get the ball over to the wing to KCP. Here, Jokic sets the screen and then KCP comes up, gets to the wing, and then it's the same thing, right? Now it's KCP setting the screen for Murray, and now D'Lo does a better job of sticking with Jamal Murray, but Taurean Prince is a little bit behind. And while AD does come and drop and play this drop coverage, Taurean Prince now is off of his feet a little bit, and it ends up being a pull-up jumper for KCP. Ultimately, you're probably fine with that if you're the Lakers because Pope's not much of this pull-up threat, but he was drilling it last night. Next play here, similar kind of a thing, except this time KCP doesn't set that screen. No screen is set. It ends up being just here an elbow DHO for Jokic and Murray to work off of. Reeves is in chase mode where he has to be behind Murray. Jokic works in space and rolls a little bit. And LeBron has no other option than to step up and help. And it ends up being on this situation, LeBron helps over, and it's just a little bounce pass for Gordon to dunk. And for this last play, simple just creating advantage for the Nuggets here. Looks like a little bit of horns action here where Murray has the option to go to the side of KCP or go to the side of Jokic. Here he goes to Jokic. We're in that same little chase action where we have to go over the screen for Prince. AD does a little bit of a job where he kind of comes and hedges and makes it so Murray can't get deep into the paint. Murray does a good job hanging in the air and just dumping off a little pass. And at this point, Reeves has to come over to stop the Nikola Jokic floater. And it turns into just a wide open shot for Michael Porter Jr. Really liked what the Nuggets did. I think they're a really, really good team. We'll see how they do in the regular season and obviously come playoff time. Lakers have to do a couple things defensively, I think, just to shore things up. I think Jared Vanderbilt probably helps them with that a little bit, him just coming in and providing energy. But ultimately, a really, really fun game. And looking forward to watching both of these teams this upcoming season.